Good morning, afternoon, evening. It is Alexis Arcade, and today is a beautiful day to not be outside, but instead to continue our journey here on Arc Primitive Plus on our Primitive Unlimited server. For today's order of business, I thought we'd actually take a quick look on how to make jerky here on Arc Primitive Plus, as it is a little bit different than how you make it on Arc Survival Evolved, especially considering we're getting our kibble farm up and running and jerky is a part of that. I thought there was no better time than now to look into it. So, without further ado, let's get started. As you saw behind me, there are two structures. Here I have the preserving shed and the preserving campfire. In your Ingrams, your preserving shed is actually called a smokehouse. It requires you to be level 20 and costs 9 Ingram points to learn. The preserving campfire, on the other hand, only requires you to be level 10 but costs 10 Ingram points to learn. So, with that being said, you can make jerky in both of them and it takes the same amount of time. As far as the ingredients, you do start off with your standard cooked meat and spark powder. However, the difference here is the organic oil that you need in order to make it. So, let's go over here to our handy dandy hand mill in order to make our organic oil. It is similar to a mortar and pestle, except it's not a mortar and pestle. In order to make the organic oil, you need base seeds, which is pretty much just any seed from the game, and it costs you 25 of them to make. So let's go ahead and pop all of our seeds in there and get going on our organic oil. And then it's just going to craft up some for us. And you'll also see here that I have salt. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in our preserving shed, just 1 second. And you'll see we have salted jerky and salted prime jerky as well. In order to make that, you put salt in with your preserving shed and voila, you'll have salted prime jerky and salted jerky. As you see here, it says wild carnivores like this meat a lot. So, what's the biggest difference between the two? Essentially that you're just using organic oil instead of crude oil, as well as you have two options in order to cook it in. And like I said, they both take the same amount of time, so it's not like you're going to have to get one and then get the other for time-saving preferences. It's just that they're both, depending on what aesthetic you want, they're both very interesting and very cool to have. So, that was the quickest look at jerky that we could possibly have, and I hope you found it informative. If you did, please leave a comment or a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. That way you know when I put out a new video, and I will talk to you later. Bye!